All right, shalom, shalom. Brother Tasha Doc coming back with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying to the hope for the next. But before I do that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and safety and much blessings to the Yakim that's preaching this truth at the four corners of the earth and all truth and sincerity and diligence. Shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, man. What I'm about to do, man, I'm about to get into like a few like news articles, okay? Because we about to just show the filth of this place, and kind of put two and two together here. I don't, and when I say put two and two together here, it's basically me speaking as a man, but we in Esau's kingdom, man. So we're gonna go through these news articles, and we're gonna see if we can get some edification on this, because America is known as what Sodom and Gomorrah, man. All right, spiritually known as Sodom and Gomorrah, because here in this place, man, you can do whatever you want to do, man. Right, you could be an alphabet boy, peanut butter chaser, bush beater, whatever you want to be, man. You get your back blown out as a man, box bumping with a female. Hey, this place is the place to do it at, man. This is why this place in the scriptures, it likened what the way the Lord is going to destroy, Babylon, right? Is like Sodom and Gomorrah, because Sodom and Gomorrah had this. Well, America has the same things going on, like it did in Sodom and Gomorrah. Man, ain't nothing new under the sun, like the scripture says. Matter of fact, let's go grab that. I want to open up another tab, so let's go get that. I believe that's Ecclesiastes, maybe 3. No, it's not 3. Come on, man. Okay, hold on. Let me try 1. Oh, let's see. Right, this is Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. It says, "The thing that has been is the thing that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun." So there's no new thing under the sun, man. So everything that has happened in Sodom and Gomorrah is happening here. Everything that was happening in Egypt and the previous captivities before, because America is one fucking big cesspool of all these kingdoms and a conglomerate together, right? That's why the judgment here is going to be great. Okay, so let me just get to this article right here. Bam, here it is. All right, it says the UN proposal proves that the Transformers mutilation of children is directly tied to, and see what I'm doing is I'm not gonna say certain words because they are striking my channel. So I'm gonna just try to be transparent with this. Well, no, not transparent, but kind of, you know what I mean. It says children are the most targeted demographic in the world right now, besides white males, and so like are in the crosshairs of United Nations. Now, check this out. Uh, Man, that was some weird shit, like a big ass spider. I don't know what that was. That was big though. But look, it says are in crosshairs, like children, the most targeted demographic in the world right now, besides white males, are in the crosshairs of the United Nations. Now, keep that in mind. United Nations, right? It says which is trying to legalize, right? Legalize, that word right there, and other perversions in the name of sexual liberation. All right? You see that? This is what's going on. Keep in mind, United Nations. It says a new report from the Joint United Nations program on HIV and AIDS, UNAIDS, in the conjunction with the International Commission of the Jurists in the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights, states that criminal law all around the world needs to be adjusted to, listen to this shit, needs to be adjusted to allow for minors to legally consent to sex with adults or whomever. So here in Babylon, what they're doing is trying to, uh, and because and the reason why I say they say United Nations, but I say Babylon because Babylon is right along with this. Babylon, United States is right along with this. They are in bed with this. Okay, so what they're trying to do is legalize the the relations between a child and an adult, right? But we know in the scriptures, they see because when these people be into, who knows, bro, from babies to all the way up to, they feel like they too old. So you can imagine in your head, man, this is some sick shit. Okay, well, what they're trying to do is adjust the law around the world to allow minors to legally consent to having sex with adults or whomever. You see, going right along with the globalist vision of the world filled with sexualized children and babies. The UN is proposing decriminalizing basically all forms of sexual activity, including the grooming of children to become transformers and to engage in sexual activity with adult perverts. So, see, they wants to decriminalize it, right? They want to stop treating as illegal or as a criminal offense because these people are sick, bro. They want to get down with children, okay? They want to get down with little bitty ass men. Want to get with little bitty ass boys and little bitty ass girls, man. This is what they're trying to legalize, and they're gonna put. That's why do not forget this right here. The United Nations. We're gonna visit this again. I want you to, this is what this was in the talks in the, in the. This is what they trying to push forth on the world, because you got to understand we in the time like they saying we in the season in the time of what a great reset, right? So it's gonna be different laws in this reset, man. Okay, your little constitution that you think is what protects you, that shit is out the window. You gotta understand these people that you believe and trust in, which is the government, are the same people that has broken every treaty, every oath that they've made with everybody, man. They are oath breakers, right? The scripture says never trust thine enemy. So let's just go back. It says consensual sexual conduct, irrespective of the type of sexual activity, the sex, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity, and gender expression of the people involved of their marital status may not be criminalized in any circumstances, the report states, adding that consensual same sex as well as consensual different sex relations or consensual sex relations with or between transformers, non-binary, and other gender diverse people or outside marriage with other premarital, extramarital may therefore never be criminalized. Look at this shit, man. You see, look at all these provisions and shit that they making for these people to be fucking sick degenerates, man. Let's go get this. This just came up. Wisdom of Solomon 2. This is the spirit that they in, bro. Uh, Check it out. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2, and let's see. All right, let's start at 1. It says, for the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath of our nostrils is as a smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our hearts, which being distinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish off, so like shall vanish as the soft air. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. Our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beam of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. For our, for our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and our end there is no return. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. So basically, the wicked comes to grips that, man, we only here for a short time, bro. Like, we here for a short time, but we don't got that much time. Life is, people die. You never know when you're gonna die, right? So this is the remedy for it. Come on, therefore let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. See, so basically it's let us just fucking YOLO. Let us just do whatever we want to do. Okay? Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ornaments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. Meaning they want to experience and do everything. You know how the black woman had that I want to travel demon, and want to go see the world and find myself demon. All right, this is the same shit here. Okay, but just in the most wicked and vilest way, man. Okay, because listen to this shit, man. This is what they want to do. They want to take away all consequences and decriminalize anybody that lay down with a fucking 3-year-old boy, man, 4-year-old boy, man. Could you imagine that, man? Could you imagine some 6 foot 310 pound ass nigga eat him, right? Walking up to a 5-year-old boy, man, and laying with this boy, man, manipulating him, bro. This is the mind of Edom, man. All right, this is what's going on. Look, real quick, please, Ecclesiastes 10, and this is Ecclesiastes 10:2. It says, "As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein." So that's why the Lord likened America to be spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, that's why they liken that. That's why the Lord likened it to that, man. So look, let's just keep reading. It says the UN peacekeepers, which would be UN troops, UN soldiers, which, uh, bam, I got you right there. These foreign motherfuckers that don't give a two shits about Americans at all. Okay, zero, huh? Let's go. It says, despite what the groomers and perverts often try to argue, there is no way for an underage child to truly consent to sexual activity with an adult. And I bet you any kind of money they're gonna say this is misinformation. Shit. It says, the National Post Jack Montgomery put it like this: ages of consent exist because minors are rightly considered incapable of giving informed consent, particularly if they are vulnerable or have been groomed. Okay, I don't even know if I should be saying that. I'm gonna say shroomed. Okay, it say, in other words, the only time a child can consent to such perversion is if he or she was shroomed, aka brainwashed into consenting based on lies and manipulation. And the UN seems to be coming out in full support of lying to and manipulating children into having, playtime with adult perverts with no legal consequences for the latter. All of this makes sense when considering the UN, the United Nations, lengthy history of sanctioned child abuse, including by its peacekeepers who entered vulnerable impoverished countries like Haiti in order to rape and even, I ain't gonna say, in order to grape and even gang rape children, as well as form sex rings to profit from this gratuitous child abuse. If I said that right. The Associated Press published a report back in 2017 highlighting such one sex ring that was organized by 137 UN peacekeepers, almost none of whom had ever been held accountable for their crimes against humanity. So they do these things and get away with it, right? In these other countries, man. These other countries that people, feel like, you know, where they at is like, man, I want to get to America because they don't have this kind of stuff over there, right? But that's why this place is known as Virgin Daughter Babylon, according to the scriptures. That's why this place is known as Virgin Daughter Babylon, because they ain't seen nothing like this. America has never been vulnerable, right? America has never been vulnerable, but guess what? America is becoming vulnerable. Everybody's seeing the filth and hypocrisy of America, right? All these other nations and countries are speaking against the whore. You see, they speaking swelling words against the whore. And you know what's gonna make America more vulnerable? Is when the dollar collapses. That's whenever it's gonna make it more vulnerable, or whenever they, announce this second scam demic, and we're gonna get into that. All right, let's go. Let's go back. It says NATO soldiers, UN police, and other Western aid workers in Africa and even Europe are also involved in these child rape networks. You see what I'm saying? So NATO in this shit, man. These Edomites are sick, man. These people who you believe got your best interest, man, when they calling all these shots for the place that you live in, the place that you lay your head at, man, the state and city that you lay your head in, man, you about to really see, man. See, because of the simple fact that when you read the scriptures, we're just gonna get this. It's a precept tab. Revelations 12. Wait, what is it? No, wait, is it 13? Revelations 13 and this is Revelation 13 and 11. It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So that beast that came out of the earth, another beast, is talking about America, man. That came what? With two horns like a lamb, going into what the political parties, Democratic Party and the Republican Party, just like you had in ancient Rome, the plebeians and the patricians, right? America is Rome 2.0, man. All right, and the Lord has given us the wisdom and the knowledge to understand who this beast is, man. All right, going to what Daniel's the 7th chapter, it being that little horn, man. Okay, it said he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So yeah, these people, these are government officials. These government officials, they make it like that they for you. They make it like that they got your best interest. That they, you have a choice in this. You don't have shit, right? They're gonna make all your decisions for you, and you're gonna what? You're gonna own nothing, and you're gonna be happy, right? This all ties into each other, because this is what the new world order is about. A whole different society where you got nothing but Moism running around here, man. Peanut butter chasers, peanut butter clubs, you know. So let's get to it. Let's just back to it. It says blah 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 blah. It says one of the most notable being of exploitations in sex trafficked children in Kosovo during the Siberian clash of 1999. It was from that incident that the marginal sex slavery scene, to quote Montgomery, flourished into a major industry. Another thing that you went, check this out. Now, this is where we're going to put two and two together here, right? Another thing is the UN wants to decriminalize is non-disclosure of the HIV status prior to sexual activity. Now, what the fuck, right? They want, this is what the UN. The UN is also in. Keep in mind the United Nations. I'm not gonna give it up yet, but check this out. These sick individuals, okay, they want to do what? They want to decriminalize, make it not illegal. It's been like this for years. That you have to tell, if you got that shit, right? You got to disclose if you got that shit, right? But they want to do what? They want to decriminalize it to the fact that no, you ain't got to say nothing before. You ain't got to say nothing at all, right? Let's read that again. It says the UN, if the UN gets its way, and they will, it will also become ill. No, it's like it. Another thing the UN wants to decriminalize is non-disclosure of the HIV status prior. See, so they want to like, no, you don't have to say nothing, right? To the point to where no, that's not you're not criminalized for not saying nothing. Okay. It says the UN basically wants people who are infected with the deadly disease to be legally allowed to go around spreading it to others without their knowledge or consent. Now, is this not the fucking devil or what? The man of sin is being revealed, man. You see, who's in power right now? The so-called white man. Look, the people. Look, listen. People not understanding. Uh, so this is Job 9:24. It says, "The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" So the person, whoever this person is, that the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, he's going to be covering the faces of the judges thereof. Who's the ultimate judge? Yahweh, right? Who went around this mug, whitewashing everything? The so-called white man. Okay, and so what he did to the picture of Yahweh, he put up Cesare Borgia. That's how you know who's in power right now. Look on the face of the money, right? Well, they got their own money in China. They got Chinese faces. They got their own bills. Yeah, dumbass. But then you know what? They got to use the U.S. dollar to what they used. Well, not really anymore. They always had to use the U.S. dollar to buy what? Oil for trade with Saudi Arabia. It was the dollar is the world reserve currency, man. You know, the American dollar. When you go out of the country, they have to accommodate the American dollar. When these fuckers come here, they gotta honor the American dollar. We don't honor their money because they're a weaker currency. Okay, I say we like I'm with America. I'm just saying. Now look, let's check this out. So this is what they want to do. The United Nations. It says if the UN gets its way, it will also become illegal for anyone to try to change persons' sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expressions, meaning children who become successfully indoctrinated into such things cannot be urged, even by their own parents, to turn away from such provision. You don't even have power over your children. You can't even raise your children in this society no more. You put your hands on them, they gonna call the cops. You go to jail. Child abuse. You tell them that what? Trying to teach them that a boy is supposed to be with a girl. You going off, right? They gonna put your ass. They gonna criminalize you for that. Throw the book at you for that, right? You can't raise your children in America, in Babylon. This is oppression. This is wickedness. All right. This ain't the land of the fucking free. This is the land of Esau, Edom, right? The valley of the shadow of death, man. Sodom and Gomorrah, bro. Egypt, right? This is our land of captivity, man. If you can't see that this devil is the devil, if you can't see that the morality of America, society, how it has no morals and everybody's bugged out, then you're the problem. You're the problem. If you think that this is how the world's supposed to be ran, and there's no such thing as this is just a coincidence, you're the problem. Okay. Now let's get to the point to where as to why I brought all this out with the United Nations. Now peep this out. First of all, They want to get with your children, okay? The United Nations. Now, peep this out. Where I want to go with this. Bam. Remember this World Health Organization calls for a new global public health world order to take advantage of full pandemics, right? The pandemic represents a rare but narrow window of opportunity to reflect, reimagine, and reset our world. And keep in mind, it will be another pandemic. You're going to see. Check this out. Remember this. This article came out in March 11th of 2022. Now, I want to read this to you. It says, in order to prevent another pandemic, but you know it was supposed to be there, though the WHO wants to create an international pandemic treaty that would restrict and legally bind its 194 member nations to medical martial law. The United States would need to give up its national sovereignty under the plan, including all civil and health rights. Every other country that is part of the United Nations would be expected to do the same if they have not already. Back in December, the World Health Assembly, the WHO, 194 members health policy forum, agreed to initiate the process of drafting a pandemic treaty based on the already existing international legal instrument called the International Health Regulation 2005, also known as the IHR. Right? So that's all. Right there. So this is what they form right here, a pandemic treaty. So therefore, it's going to like. Matter of fact, let me read this right here. Bam. We can go to this real quick. It says, I'll read this. The WHO is moving to create an international pandemic treaty. Damn, I hope you don't strike my shit. Pandemic treaty which could impose more restrictive and legally binding pandemic policies among its 194 member nations, essentially giving the WHO the power to prep the national sovereignty of member states and by implication of the civil liberties and health rights of the world's citizens. In America, the United States is a part of this, right? So let me see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this in the in the chat right here on the comments. Well, you know what? Do I put it here? Let's see what's gonna come up right here. Bam. All right. Well, so let's go to it. All right. So is what I wanted to get to. Right, bam, it is. It says on March 3rd, the WHO announced that they gave the green light to start negotiations on the International Pandemic Treaty, which will cover the entire spectrum of concerns, including disease detection, alarm, and response. Below is well, that's all it is, but this is what I want to get to right here. Oh, wait, was it on the other one? Bam, yeah. Now let's go to this right here. It says the next plan. So what this means is that if upon another pandemic, right, then the WHO would take all sovereignty in America. This has already been out there. This is already news. People are just forgetting about it because all these other distractions that has happened around the planet Earth. Okay, these things are happening. These things are still in play. Don't fucking forget it. Okay. All right. So let's get to this. Now, it's the next pandemic will be even more brutal than the last. Check this out. The World Health Assembly decision late last year was in fact adopted as schemed. They called this dystopian move the world together. and this is set to be implemented under Article 19 of the WHO Constitution sometime in 2024. You see, once that happens, the WHA will have authority to adopt new conventions or agreements with respect to any matter deemed to be within the competence of the organization. Right? So, bruh, matter of fact, I'm gonna put this article. See, this came out. This been came out. So now look, it's like, well, what does that got to do with the United Nations, Tazda? Right? What they got to do with anything? So upon what I'm getting at is that so we most definitely will have another pandemic. We will have another pandemic. This is on the horizon. All right, another pandemic. So upon another pandemic, the WHO, the World Health Organization, Santa Claus, you know, he's the head of the WHO, right? So you got to understand. Don't forget about this article right here. Okay, don't forget about this article. That this is what they want to do. The UN wants to pass. The United States wants to pass. You know, the decriminalization of men lying with these little bitty ass kids, man. And the UN peacekeepers, they do what? Gang rape children and form sex rings. Now, what does that got to do with America? Now, check this out. We already know that the WHO takes sovereignty upon another pandemic, and there will be another pandemic here in America. Let's see who fucks with the WHO. What is the relations between WHO and the UN, which is the United Nations? WHO's office at United Nations? The WHO office at United Nations represents the interests of WHO at the United Nations and functions as the organization's main interlocutor with the UN system in New York. Let's look up that word. I don't even know what this word means. Person who takes a part in dialogue or conversation. The main, so they work close together. So, what is it? These fuckers would be on American soil upon another pandemic, and what they do? This. So this is what's coming to America. That these peacekeepers are going to what? Take the children. Right? When I say take them, do some 2/3. This is the judgment that's coming to America. And you already know, according to it's wicked. It, to a grown man to lie down with a child is wicked, man. Okay, according to the scriptures, that's wicked. Because let's see, I go. Let's go to Joel. Yeah, Joel, the 3rd chapter. This is Joel 2 and 3. It says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Right? Who they, like all the nations have done and waxed rich off the backs of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, and the Lord is what? Bringing them down to Jehoshaphat, right? Jehoshaphat to judge them, right? It says, look, and they have cast lots for my people, and has given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. So what you think? It says they sold a girl for wine. So let's get this word girl. Comes from the root Yalad, I believe. Yalad. Child, son, boy, offspring, youth, child, son, boy, child, descendant, youth. Right? So they was what? Selling little girls. And what you think they was doing with them little girls, bro? And because we know according to the culture, to our culture, that a woman at the age of 12 years old is considered a damsel, right? So it's talking about a girl right here. So this is what the other nations do. They into what? Lying down with little bitty children, man. So according to our culture, Mark 5 and 40, 44, 41, it says, and he took the damsel by the hand and said unto her, to Letha, to Litha, to Litha Kumi, which is being interpreted, damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years old, and they were astonished with great astonishment. You see, so a damsel, which is, we know, according to our culture, a damsel is what? A girl, a damsel, a maiden, right? She's a marriageable woman. She's a marriageable woman. That's what a damsel is. She's at the age because she's had a flower. But what they doing is getting with children that hadn't had that flower, hadn't even developed yet, bro. All right? They hadn't. This is the mind of this devil, bro. Okay? So yeah. So we know that, once upon a pandemic, you're gonna have UN troops. You're gonna have UN troops on the soils of America, man. And what the Lord said He's gonna do. Uh, Hold on. Ezekiel 23 and 23. It says what? I'm gonna start at 22. Therefore, Holabah, I said that right. Holabah, I said that wrong. Thus says the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will raise up thy lovers against thee from whom thy mind is alienated, and will bring them against thee on every side. The Babylonians and all the Chaldeans, the Pekod and Shoah and the Koah and all the Assyrians with them, all of them desirable young men, captains and rulers, great lords and renown, all of them riding upon horses, and shall come against thee with chariots. This is martial law, right? This is martial law. This is you upon a pandemic, right? Upon a pandemic, you're gonna have these guys hitting the scene, in the name of, the new world order. Okay, because there will be another pandemic, man. I look. There's videos of Kill Gates, saying it will be another scam demic. So what was it? So look, it says, and they shall come against thee with chariots, wagons, and wheels, and with all assembly of people, which shall set against thee bucklers and shields and helmets round about, and I will set judgment before them, and they shall judge thee according to their judgments. So they're gonna set judgment according to their judgments, right? And they're gonna do whatever they want to do. Check this out. And this is what the Lord is going to do to America. 2/3 of our nations and 2/3 of our nation, which would be the nation of Israel, and the heathens too, man. Okay, so they're gonna be judged. These UN troops, martial law. They're gonna come over here and they're gonna judge according to the way that they feel, right? And I will set my jealousy against thee, and they shall deal fiercely with thee. They shall take away thy nose and thy ears, and thy remnant shall fall by the sword, and they shall take thy sons and thy daughters, and thy residue shall be devoured by fire. And they shall strip thee out of their clothes and take away their fair jewels. Thus will I make thy lewdness to cease from thee, and thy whoredom brought from the land of Egypt, so that thou shalt not lift up thine eyes unto them, nor remember Egypt anymore. But thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will deliver thee into the hand of them which thou hatest, into the hand of them from whom thy mind is alienated, and they shall deal with thee hatefully, and shall take away all thy labor, and leave thee naked and bare, and the nakedness of thy whoredom shall be discovered, both thy lewdness and whoredom. And I will do these things unto thee, because thou hast gone a whoring after the heathen, and because thou art polluted with their idols. So the Lord said, what? They're going to deal with you hatefully, man. All right? Because these you in truth, what you think they're going to do? Come over here and talk, you know, make you walk in a single file line. No, they're going to come over here and fuck America up because America go everywhere else and do the same thing, right? America go everywhere else, and ain't nobody got no allegiance to America no more. America has been the bully of the earth, man. So this is finna befall right here. This right here, this is finna come on the shores of America, man. Because America is finna be vulnerable. Like Haiti is vulnerable, America finna be vulnerable through what, man? The fall of the dollar, man. The fall of its economy. Okay, and then what? The pandemic, right? The pandemic is gonna make it more vulnerable too, man. So they're gonna have to do what? Establish order out of chaos. You see what I'm saying? This is what's happening. This place is known as Sodom and Gomorrah. This place is trash. Okay, because what the Lord said in it is Luke 23, Luke 23 and 28. It says, "But Yahweh turning unto them." Well, I'm gonna start at 27. And there followed him a great company of people, and the woman which also bewailed and lamented him. And Yahweh turning unto them said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and your children. Wow, man, because look what's going on here, bro. Look what's going on. For behold, the days coming in which they shall say, Blessed are the barren, and the wombs that never bare, and the path which never gave suck. So it's gonna be a blessing to not have kids. How fucked up shit gonna be up in America. It's gonna be a blessing not to have children. That's how bad it's gonna be. And people think that they can go to church, praise Jesus Christ, give a homeless man $1. They think that they they know better, but choose to do wrong. Hey, it's about to be some real shook up people around here, bro. That think that this American place gonna continue. That think no such thing will happen to you, man. I was talking to a shorty, bro. She was more like, well, I feel like if anything was to ever happen, just having small talk conversation just based off what you can see in your everyday news now. I just think that God gonna protect me. Based off what, nigga? Even bird brain guys say the same thing. The Lord, the God gonna be with us. Based off what? What do you do for the Most High for Him to protect you? Nothing. You see, it ain't gonna be nothing that you can do about this, man. They are pushing this alphabet lifestyle. They are pushing this alphabet lifestyle like never before, man. Like never before. And they making it illegal for you to speak against it. This is why they finna ban TikTok. See, Montana was the first state to ban TikTok. They're gonna ban TikTok here in America, right? I mean, of course in America, but here in Louisiana, I can't wait. I can't wait till it start affecting people. I can't wait till these people that holler about that will never happen, or that's gonna be we ain't gonna be here when that type of. I can't wait till that proverb cease in Israel. Because peep this out. Peep this out. Got some more shit for you. I don't want to check it out. I want to get it up. Bang. Look at this. Look at this. Drag racing. The Queens against Florida's law. Alphabet advocates says targets. You see this? It targets. Nah, they say Queens. Now look at this shit, man. Look at this. They protest now. Look at this. Look at this. These are all fucking men, and they mad. When you read this article, they mad. They mad that the Florida law banned that children should attend these fucking performances with these 6 foot oh shit. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Look at this. These are men that's mad that because they children are not gonna be at the show, bro. This is wicked, bro. Check it out. March comes nearly a week after Republican lead state legislature passes a bill banning children from adult live performances, which Alphabet Boys advocates say targets drag. They want children to be there. They want children to be there. Do you not see what's going on, man? And the Lord not supposed to come judge this motherfucker? And you think it's a game? You think it's for play? Half-assing with the Lord, man. This ain't, hey, bro. The Lord did not intend for society to be ran like this. Now, that's the Sodom and Gomorrah part. Now we're going to put 2 and 2 together, right? Now we're going to go back to this article here. Now, this is just me speaking as a man, okay? I'm speaking as a man. This look weird because I can see myself right here. I just want to make sure I can be seen. This is me speaking as a man, right? So check this out. Let's revisit this. Another thing that the UN wants to decriminalize is non-disclosure of HIV status prior to sexual activity. Now, you got to ask yourself, fucking why? Why? Why do you? It's been like this forever. It's been like, man, you need to tell people that what you need to, you know what I'm saying? You need to tell people what you got going on. You can be penalized and criminalized for not, telling people. Now, why do they want to do that? Why all of a sudden these people, the United Nations, that's going to be working closely with who upon another scamdemic? Why do they want to say they want to make it a law, make it illegal to say that? Why they want to do that? Like I say, I'm just putting 2 and 2 together, speaking as a man. It's kind of weird that researchers warn that some C19 jump shots could increase risk of the HIV infection. So, what's going back to all these people that ain't got the jump shot, they at risk to accumulate HIV. I have seen this, that the military has reported that there's been an increase of all jabbed, oh, dang, I don't want to say that, all jump shotted people. I hope they don't strike me. They probably gonna strike the fuck out of my channel. Oh, well. But they want to strike it because you're telling the truth. Okay? So all these people that then got jump shotted up are at the risk, and now they want to make it illegal. You know what I'm saying? We'll make it to the point to where you don't have to say nothing. So you're gonna have a whole bunch of motherfuckers running around this bitch, just spreading that gangster. So sooner or later, everybody gonna start turning up with this crap, man. I can believe it. You know why? Because these bird brain Americans don't understand that he's putting the jump shot in your food. You see, Kill Gates. They bought up. He bought up all the damn. He bought up so much, farmland, right, in America till it's unreal. You see, to control the food, and it was something else. It was something else that he doing with it that I seen reports on. I'm gonna have to go check that out again. But yeah, people don't understand what's gonna happen in America, man. And the elder apostle Tahar deemed that all the prophecies, hopefully all the prophecies come to pass this year. So this thing gonna move real fast, man. Okay, the dollar's about to crash. People think it's a game, you know. And you already know about the crash because the demons are heavy, man. The demons are heavy on these people, bro. Because especially when this shit get to popping, bro, and upon another scamdemic, the Lord, look what the scripture says in Isaiah 19 and Where is it? This is Isaiah 19:14. Yahweh had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and had caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit. So the Lord had put a perverse spirit here in America. It says Egypt, but we know that America is spiritually known as Egypt also. See, people don't understand this. 2/3 of America, they don't understand. 2/3 of our nation don't understand this, man. All right? They just want to party and bullshit, think it's a game because they can go to work and get paid, still go make groceries. Yeah, gas is going up and prices are going up, but they can't do this and they can't do that. To hell they can. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. The Lord said that he's going to be in the fullness of his eating. So this devil is going to get far with his plans, man. The scripture says he caused it all, both small and great, man, rich and poor. And the only people that's gonna be exempt from that is those that overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. You got to understand here in these scriptures. These scriptures are coming to life. They've been life, but you can see them on a full scale. You can actually see this. Look, this is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein. Them woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, right? The devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knew that he had but a short time. It says the devil come down on you, having great wrath, right? And you got Christians that think that, they're talking about the spiritual demon Satan. No, jackass, because remember in Second Thessalonians, the second chapter, it says that. Well, let's just go get it, because we're not going to be lazy. I think it's First Thessalonians. Let's try First Thessalonians 2. It's definitely not. Second Thessalonians. Yeah, there it is. It says, this is Second Thessalonians 2:1. It says, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach. This is our brothers talking to us for this day and time. This is our elders and our apostles talking to us for this day and time. Basically it's us talking to us, because everybody is reincarnated back here today, man. Paul is here, Joel is here, okay, Ezekiel here, everybody here, man, okay, except King David. It says, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as the day of a Mashiach is at hand. That no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, and the son of perdition. Now it was a falling away during the time of 70 A.D. And then what? Now in this day and time here in America, under the captivity of the so-called white man, in American captivity, we truly fell away because nobody knew who they were. We didn't know that we were the Israelites of the Bible, right? It says that man of sin be revealed in the son of perdition. The man of sin has been revealed. He's the man of sin has been revealed. All you do is got to look at the policies that this devil pushes out, man. Everything that he pushes out it goes against the Lord, right? Because if this America was built off of Christianity and the principle of the land was based off the Bible, then you wouldn't be able to go down to the crawfish hut and buy crawfish with your damn food stamp card. Here it is. You can't go to goddamn Raising Cane's and Buffalo Wild Wings and swipe your food stamp card, but you can go to because it's hot food. But you can go to the crawfish stop and you can go and get you some of that crawfish, for the cheaper price. That's wickedness, man. He's the man of sin. Who put these laws and decrees in the planet Earth? Who said it's okay for two men to who said it's okay for two women to bump boxes, man? You see? Who said that? Who made it legal for that? Who's trying to make it legal? Who's in rulership that's allowing and trying to make it legal for men to be able to lie down with children, man? Who's doing that? Who's allowing this It's abomination to be a thing in the planet Earth. Now look up. Matter of fact, let's hop on this. Let's hop on that right quick. Matter of fact, let's read this and we're gonna hop on that. It says, verse 4 says, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called the Most High, and that is worship, so that he is the Most High, sitting in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua are what you today in this modern society you would call them black men. They are black men with woolly hair, man. So-called black men with woolly hair. Now, what nation of people set themselves up to be the Messiah, man? Did the Chinese man set himself up to be the Savior? No. Did the Arabian man set himself up to be the Savior? No. And this democracy has been pushed throughout the four corners of the earth. You know, not all countries go with Christianity, but the democracy of the so-called white man, the man of sin, the son of perdition, his democracy is over there. Okay. But who set himself up, man? If they know the Bible and read the Bible and said that the Bible is the principles of the land, Ronald Reagan, I believe that's what that was in 1983, you know, if they going to go into court and put their hand on the Bible and swear on the Bible, why is not the principles of the Bible, the laws of the Bible implemented in the land? Who judicial system is in place? What nation of people wrote these codes and laws, the Constitution and that? These fucking so-called white people, man. Showing themselves to be the Most High, right? So I'm gonna keep reading. It says, "Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know that what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time, and he's being revealed." Everybody know that the so-called white man biblical nationality is Esau, Edom, right? For the mystery of iniquity I'll do it work, right? Only he who now let it will let until he be taken out the way. So these devils been ruling in wickedness. Verse 8, then shall the wicked be revealed, right? And we know who the wicked is. Well, according to Malachi 1 and 4, it tells you Esau, Edom is considered as the wicked, right? They hold that title of being the actual, wicked. Now, you have wicked Israelites, but they hold that nation of people, Esau, Edom holds the title for being wicked, right? That's what you're labeled as. Just like how they say we're black. They try to say we're so-called black. Well, you're the wicked, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And he's doing that through what? All these epistles and these videos come out, and brothers is bringing out the truth and exposing this devil. The Lord is what? He's removing that covering cast. It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him, talking about this, talking about the wicked, talking about Esau, Edom, talking about a man who coming is after the workings of Satan, with all powers and signs of lying wonders, and with all deceivableness, the man of sin, of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So the so-called white man, he's the physical counterpartner of Satan, just like we would be the physical counterpartner of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. We're here to do the work of the Lord, just like Yahushua was. He says what? Perfect example. It's going to be in Luke chapter 2. Or maybe I'm bugging. I'm bugging. I'm bugging out. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Okay. I'm just looking for it. Let's go. Let's see. Got him. This is Luke chapter 2, verse 49. And he said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? This is Yahweh Shah talking. Let me get that for you. This is Yahweh Shah talking. And he said unto them, how is it ye sought me? Wish ye not that I must be about my father's business? So he basically said, how you sought? What you looking for me for? You don't know that I'm about my father's business? And that's what Yahweh Shah basically, he's the physical counterpart. He was the physical counterpart on the planet Earth for Yahweh, man. Just like now, we're the physical counterpart of Yahweh by Hashem Yahshua to do the work of the Lord. The so-called white man is the physical counterpart of Satan to do all wickedness in the planet Earth, man. That's why people don't understand. It really is a battle against good and evil, man. Okay? Right? So let's get with where we was at with that, right? So the man of sin is revealed, man. The so-called white man, bro. You know, he sets himself up. He pushes all these decrees, man. He's the physical counterpart of Satan, man. With all lying wonders, he has lied about everything, all nationalities. He's lied about the food. He's lied about, you know, he's like shit. He slaughtered the so-called Native American Indians. He lied to them. All the treaties that he broke, man. You know, he's even in the time of war, they were saying how America has lied about every agreement that they made with Russia. You know, oath breakers, same shit. These all Edom. Now let's deal with this right quick before we get out of here. Now look at this. This is what they would call transforming, right? Transformers. Okay, the Bible speaks against that. The Lord knew, like, because you know they do all this TRANS this and TRANS that and all of that, this, that, and the third, and transition and all of that. And the Lord, even back then, they was doing the same shit. Even back then. Make sure I spell this right. This is Deuteronomy 22:5. And the woman shall not wear which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on the garments, woman's garments. For all that do so are an abomination of unto Yahweh, man. So if look at this, these are men. This is men. You see this? So they're abomination to the Lord, man. Right? Now, let's go into the commentary. I was at, I think I was with this guy. Most probably not. This doesn't look familiar. Yeah, there it is. Let's get to the point. It says a command to keep distinction between the sexes in clothing. You feel me? Like a woman shall not wear anything that pertains to a man, nor shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all they do so is abomination to the Lord. All right. So check this out right here. Nor shall a man put on a woman's garment. This does not prohibit a man from wearing a kilt, yet it nearly prohibits a man dressing like a woman, as is all too common and all too accepted in our modern culture. See, it's all too common and accepted. The dramatic rise of cross-dressing, and there it is right there. Bam. You see? And androgynous behavior and gender bender behavior is our culture. So like in our culture, it's a shocking trampling of this command and will reap a bitter harvest in more perversions and more gender confusions in our culture. And that's exactly what has happened, man. All right. It says this commands to observe the distinction between sexes is so important. Those who fail to observe are called an abomination to the Lord. This was not only because cross-dressing was a feature of pagan, idolatrous worship in the ancient world, but also because the terrible culture price that it paid when it was pretend that there is no difference between men and women. So it destroys the economy. It destroys this. It destroys society. Look at this shit. Let's go back. It says because it also, but because da da da, but also because of the terrible cultural price that is paid. All right, it come with a price, man. Okay, so all you people that think it's a game, all you 2/3 of our nation, these heathens that's just going about their day thinking that this is their rulership, man. Because you gotta, like, when you think about it this way, you had the Egypt Empire, Assyrian Empire. This is all secular history. You had the Egyptian Empire, the Assyrian Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greeks, the Romans, right? No, wait, did I say that? I got skip one. You had the Egyptian, Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Medo-Persians, the Greeks, the Romans, and now here America. The Lord is getting ready to destroy America. That great whore that sitteth on many waters, that push forth unrighteous decrees. And you people think it's a game. Okay? So the Lord's getting ready to, the wickedness is at a peak, man. Okay? The Lord ain't gonna allow this for so long, man. You know? So with that, man, Lord willing, you edify them and say shalom.